Hello, Fince. I am Shaggy. I am Philolitea. If you can see my face, it is oriented in the proper direction. I will find out soon enough whether the chat is working properly. But so far, y'all, I have a stream that appears to not be busted. Let me move my face over here. Oh. And we pray that the chat works. Do I remember what I was doing next? Did I complete this dungeon? Oh, it was clicking. Ah, that's right. I did go to the bottom of this, but I completed it. So am I really going to do this again? Questions that have answers. I'm not sure what mine is yet. I guess I'm fighting this. I guess the answer is I'm fighting this. I have a woman's hair. I have a woman's hair in my tent. I have a lot of women's hairs. Did someone sleep in my tent today? I just found a bunch of a woman's hair in the zipper of my sleeping bag. And when I came down here, I detected the noticeable whiff of a woman's scent. Did someone sleep in my tent today? Huh. Hello there. Thank you for the like. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Uh, I don't know if you can hear me. I found a bunch of long hairs in my tent, and there's a lot of loud movement outside. And I'm either stoned, paranoid, or just a touch freaked out. All of this are possible. Ah, okay, sorry about that. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, can I not see my chat? Did I turn it on too soon? Oh, there it is. Hey, I got it to work. Okay. Now I gotta hope that I don't break it. Hey, Alec, great to see you. Hey, Alejandro, great to see you. Hey, Greenie, great to see you. I think someone was in my tent, yeah. I'm just a touch freaked out. And I gotta wait for, I don't want to accidentally break my chat. Sorry, you guys jumped in very quickly. Great to have you here. I've gone ahead and turned off my encounters, uh, because I don't understand what's going on in this dungeon, and I don't want to be interrupted by fights while I try to figure out what the hell is what I've missed. Yeah, for just a second when I came back to my tent, when I unzipped it, I thought it looked different, and I could smell a woman. And for a second, I was afraid I was going to open it and find a woman in my tent. And then I didn't. And then I'm laying here, and something's tickling my side, and I'm like, man, it feels like a hair. I shouldn't be feeling that. And so I'm just trying to brush it off. And then I found it. I grabbed it, and it was a clutch of a woman's hair in the zipper of my tent, of my sleeping bag. Like someone had slept in my tent. Weird. It wouldn't bother me on any level if somebody wanted to use my tent while I wasn't here and didn't steal anything. Nothing is obviously missing. Could have been a long-haired dude. It just, the perfume smelled like a woman. Kiku Ichim, I can't pronounce that. Yeah, I used to wear my hair long. Yeah, weird. I've been expecting it on some level. I have no way to defend against it. They didn't steal anything. The interior of my tent's not fucked up. I mean, yeah, it could have been a dude. It could have been a lot of things. Could just be somebody messing with me. My first thought was it was somebody trying to hex me. We were talking about supernatural and extra normal experiences all day today. So, like, my second thought was, oh, okay, so there's a ghost out here now. It's weird. It's all good. I'll move past it when nothing materializes about it in a couple of days, or or the activity will escalate. Yeah, we were talking about all kinds of stuff. Extra normal, yeah, paranormal. What am I trying to do here? Monster sightings and Bigfoots and UFOs and angels and demons and yeah, I thought it was a good time. Also, I seem to have made friends with parapsychology. Yeah, Greenie, I was talking about the book, uh, The Trickster and the Paranormal, which is it's a parapsychological academic publication. Presentations were on near-death experiences in the Salem witch trials. That's cool. Yeah, I think a lot about NDEs. I think about near-death experiences a lot. The Trickster and the Paranormal is what it's called. Henson. Tim K. Henson, I think is the name of the author. Don't quote me on that. Might be Hanson. Yeah, I also seem to have made friends with a mouse. I have these sour cream and onion chips that I don't always finish. And I had a bag in the trash the other night, and it was crawling around in the trash, in my little trash bag here. It was crawling around in my trash trying to get to the chips, the sour cream and onion chips. So I dumped them out here I just dumped them out in front of my tent here. And today, when I came home, there was a groundhog or something eaten the last of them. I scared the fuck out of it as I was appearing. I love chips too. They're a really easy source of fat and calories. I basically survived on chips as a secondary or supplemental meal throughout the winter. But I was just sitting here. I had a bag of chips I didn't finish last night, so I put the chips outside the tent. I was going to dump them out and hadn't done it yet. And I hear the telltale rustling of a mouse trying to get in the bag. So I click and I make obvious noises that I'm reaching toward the bag. And I reach over to open it, and he comes flying up out of the top of it. He's about 6 inches long, maybe about as maybe a little bit bigger around than a roll of quarters. So I just dumped out the chips here. But uh, the movement that I'm hearing that's making me on edge is him and his buddies trying to get these chips. Um, and I leave them outside my tent, and I started dumping them on the ground out there so they don't try to dig into my tent to look for food. I don't have anything they want in here, so please don't chew into my tent. Did you hear that? What's up, Brian Kirchner? Middlesworth Barbecue? Oh, that is a low-key, terrifying sound. If that's a human, my night is about to get very, very interesting because I'm not wearing pants. But it's never been a human yet. It's probably nothing bigger than a bunny. God, it sounds awful. Can you guys hear that? Running through the woods out here by me? Something is making an awful racket out there. Heard that, Brian. Driving, please be safe. There is something right outside my tent moving around in the brush. But if it's a human, they're a very small human, and they're not doing a very good job of sneaking up on me. It, my heart's racing. My heart is thump, 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 thump. Because like I said, I was talking paranormal stuff all day. And so I'm just trying not to think about all the things that could be. Because all I can see is black outside my tent because of the light in here. All I can see is dark. And it's on the other side anyway. Basically, I put myself at ease that if it wanted to bother me, it would have. I'm a bright light in this very dark night. I agree, Greenie. I think that most of the people who claim it lie because it's easy to fake. It's very easy to cold read. And so I don't claim to be sensitive. I just know that some of the things that I've felt weren't human. And that doesn't feel non-human. Demons are real, Brian. I've experienced one. I told a story about it earlier today that I don't want to rehash, if you can understand. I might also just be very stoned, Greenie. I took an hour I took 2 hours really, but I took an hour after I got home to the tent to just relax and breathe and settle into the night and get very stoned. So I might just be very stoned. and overreacting to what is obviously a 5 pound animal. The only thing is, like, what I think about is, like, if that rat, let's say it were a rat, weed, just I smoked some weed. Um, well, I vaped some weed. But if that rat, mouse, whatever had bitten me, I would have to go to the hospital, and that's a 40-minute walk. And so I think about it like that. Like, man, if you fuck up my tent, that's $75. Or if you fuck me up, I gotta walk this distance. That's how I think about it. And so I try to be very careful. I fucked up my ankle and my knee and my Achilles throughout the spring and throughout the winter and the spring, and I've actually, all of that has healed. And I bought a 10 pound kettlebell for myself tonight. I've been talking about it, and I did shoulder exercises, and all that pain that you guys have heard me bitching about in my upper back, just utterly gone. So back pain, I am not a medical doctor, but I was listening to a specialist in this, and I only get stoned on weed. That's correct. Um, I was listening to a specialist talk about this, and back pain is usually that the muscles are underdeveloped. So if you work the muscles, the pain will go away, because what it is, it's the muscles contorting the spine because they're underdeveloped. So they're having trouble holding all of your torso upright. That we are upright is kind of a miracle of evolution. The money, Brian, it's the money. Like, even buying that 10 pound kettlebell was $20, and I took half an hour walking around the store to decide that I wanted to do that, actually invest the $20 in it. And I don't need the gym. Yeah, it's $10 a month, which is $120 a year that I have to account for, or $20. Yeah, free pizza and shower. Shower I wouldn't take advantage of, because no. I have sexual trauma, so I'm just not getting naked in public unless I can lock the door. I've also done jail time, so just I'm not being naked in front of other people if I don't have to. Something I don't like to talk about, but it's just something I don't like to do. It's not a bad question. A lot of people have suggested that it's just $10 a month. You can shower. You're basically doing the same thing with Panera and Sip Club. It's not a bad question for an average person. Like, my dad did it while he was homeless. That was the first thing he asked me. He's like, "Why not these things?" And the answer is no thanks. I'll figure it out. And I already have experience with a kettlebell. I already know what I need to do in order to build the muscles that I need and safely with my pelvis. Having access to all the things in the gym, especially people being around, inclines one to do things that might hurt oneself. I want to impress a girl and lift this weight that you can't actually lift, those kinds of things. And I just have the social anxiety. I don't want to be seen. I'm going to end up throwing this kettlebell around on these lives in the morning, and that's more really being seen than I'm comfortable with. But I'm going to do it because I talk shit so much, and people think, "Oh, tall, skinny guy." He's always been tall and skinny, sort of. And so they assume that I don't have a fitness to injury to recovery journey inside me. So just join in on that conversation, but try to do it in a healthy way that makes sense. Also, adding the 2 pounds to my backpack with the battery pack, I've noticed, is just, it's heavy, and that's not acceptable. So I'm just going to sling this kettlebell around. And I had the money. I just had to, I had to figure out in my head how I was going to justify spending it. And then I figured it out, and then we're good. We're here. We crossed that bridge. It took me some time, but I got there. Yeah, I hear you. I do hear you on the pizza in the shower. It's appealing. You just got out of the head shop or the medical, Brian? You may have noticed that I turned the combat button. You son of a bitch of a game. You're a son of a bitch. Do you know that? I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to let me walk all the way up to where we were headed. I knew that wasn't going to be the right way, but sometimes I like to have, uh, sometimes I like to explode like that. Those are called outbursts. Sometimes I like to have outbursts. There is a Planet Fitness down at the mall, too. I mean, it's not a bad suggestion. I thought about it, is why I have what sounds like a preformed answer in my mind, is because I spent some time this week because I went and watched a movie. I went and scouted out the mall before I went and watched the movie the day before to get the battery pack, actually, the day before or that same week, whatever. Time is wibbly wobbly with me, especially in my storytelling, because my memory is fucking balls. When it comes to time, every day is exactly the same for me. Um, I scouted out the mall, and I did. I walked back and forth in front of the. I actually walked laps. I walked half an hour worth of laps around the mall, really thinking about it, really considering it. Like, is it worth the $10 a month? I feel like when I reject things, especially quickly, people think that I reject them out of hand. Like, no, it's not a bad suggestion. The answer I usually give is one of dignity, and I try to just move off the topic. The Fang of Earth. Who was it that broke the seal and released me from my slumber? Something attacks the party. Oh no, something attacks the party. His name is. Oh, that's a name. Hackatoncher. I'm certain I pronounced that wrong. Oh my. Well, that's not necessary. Legal where you're at? Heard that. Good for you. Lucky for you. Planet Fitness still does pizza? I'll pay $10 a month for some pizza. Dispensary, heard that. Dispensary is what they call them now, whether they're medical or otherwise. Heard that. I should know that. I love pizza. See, CC's Pizza. If you know what CC's is, I didn't look to see whether which one of these did more damage. If you know what CC's is, CC's should offer a membership program. I think we just wiped. Okay, thank God. I didn't heal enough though. Okay, well, CC's isn't a national chain. They're like a pizza. They're like an all-you-can-eat pizza bar. You should do like a $30 a month. Whatever. I don't know. I used to really like CC's, so I think about CC's when I think about pizzas. Yeah, the pizza buffet. I used to really like going in there because they're supposed to go, "Hey, welcome to CC's" as the whole kitchen when you walk in, and I always really liked that as a kid. I always thought that was so charming. I was me even as a kid. That's hard for a lot of people to contextualize or conceptualize, like to appreciate or believe. But I was the person that I am today as a small child. I was a weird little kid. I'm not looking at which of these does more damage. I should know. 800. You could stop using that ability. I think I know which is doing more damage. Oh, golly gee. This fight's intense. I really need you to take more damage, sir. Or for that to do less. Gosh. I am just not healing enough per turn. And I've only got one more big heal. Do you have a strain of choice, Brian? Or because you can go to a dispensary, do you mix it up? That goes to any of you who are interested in the question. Do you have a strain of choice, Brian? Or because you go to a dispensary, do you mix it up? Whatever's on sale. Heard that, Greenie. That's how I would do it too. Blue Dream, my dude. Blue Dream is my shit, Brian. That's great to hear. A man after my own heart. That is great to hear. Blue Dream is my shit. It's so hard to find. It tastes like black licorice to me, and I fucking love that. I hate black licorice as a candy, but as a smokable, it's awesome. Nearly white. Probably Ghost Haze if I had to guess. Obtained Fang of Earth. You get Vapor. Let's go back to the manor. Doga and Unai are waiting for us. Oh great, I get to do voice acting later. Now, do I want to turn these Yes, I want to turn these fights off. I'm cheating, y'all. Take note. That's what it looks like. Okay, moving on. Allow me to brag about my cheat. Nuestra, I have decided that you're not going to be a level 99 white. Nah, fuck it. You're going to get to level 99. And I should do it in this dungeon because doing it in the dungeon is what some people like to do. But we're not gonna. Whee! I just wanted to do that, so I did it. I'm glad I did it too. Shut up. I'm gonna do it again. Whee! Wax, crumble, butter, shatter. Heard that. I like Bud. I have caused so many injuries. Yeah, you can't actually get high with a vape pen. That's why when I do it, I surprise myself. I didn't do it on that one, but forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I just like grass. The one where you got to use the fucking blowtorch. I've burned myself so many fucking times on the wax or whatever that shit's called. So many fucking times. But grass makes you cough too much. Yeah, that's why I like it. Yeah. Heard that, Greenie. We've all got our temperaments and it affects us in different ways. Heard that. Thanks for indulging me in the question. I don't ever ask it. I never ask what people like. I don't often identify as a stoner because I've never known stoners who weren't cool. Never known stoners who were cool, who weren't annoying. Oh man, am I gonna have to hop my way back out of here the way I hopped my way in? Motherfucker. The artillery is providing cover. That's cool as shit. Too bad it doesn't, like, kill them. sativa or hybrid. I've been doing indica since homelessness. I've been doing indica exclusively, but I used to only do sativas because I used to mostly smoke while I wrote or while I did art, my macrame. Yeah, and so I've been doing the indica to just keep me flooded at a zero the best I can. Oh, thank God I don't have to press anything for this to do it if it works. Who knew? Not me. This took forever because I didn't know that. Always tired and you feel unmotivated because of it. Heard that. See, when I get tired and feel unmotivated, that's when my ass gets up and wants to throw a kettlebell around or make something with macrame or go live on a stream or something like that. So basically, depressing my system to that degree is motivation for me. I'm really enjoying this game. I haven't talked much about this game yet, but now that I'm actually getting in it and playing it, not using a strategy guide, and really playing it, using the job classes as intended, for example. You love reading when you can. I listen to audiobooks because it's probably the weed, but this has been a problem since after high school. Weed unmotivates you, heard that. Um, since high school, reading just zonks me the fuck to sleep. So I have to use audiobooks, or it literally, it'll just zonk me out. I don't like sitting still that long anymore. Okay, out of there. How now do I remember where I and company are? Do I know where I am? Yeah, late night Final Fantasy 3, KJ. Yes, sir. Why did I do that? Heard that, guys. That's probably the healthier relationship with weed, but I've been perma stoned since 2018. Breaks here and there, but I'm not gonna act like they were because I wanted to take a break. They were because I was out of money. Hey, I really appreciate that, KJ. That warms my heart, man. Not only that you saw the notification, but that your kids are safe. That's what matters, and I appreciate you sharing that with me, man. Kids are safe, and the weekend was a good one. Is school starting soon? I'm just making conversation. If that's uncomfortable as a subject matter, we can move right off it. I never know what's acceptable to ask people about little ones. Third week of school, heard that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything, obviously. Is it true that they say that it's different for dads and moms to get their kids down? Alabama starts early. Did I get that right, KJ? Alabama? Way different for mom and dad? I'm in the wrong spot. Shit. Mom always thinks they do it better. 12th. Okay. Start Wednesday. Preschool the week after. Mom always thinks they do it best. Hey, Yoda. Welcome aboard. I don't feel like I've... Thank you for letting me know that the chat was working, by the way. Mr. S, if you're still around, I haven't heard from you in a second, but thank you for letting me know that it was working and I didn't have it turned on. Yeah, I grew up with Pokemon, Brian. Um, when I was a kid, uh, I had a very active imagination, and I had a subscription. I just happened to have a subscription to Nintendo Power as they were ramping up to releasing Pokemon on Game Boy. I was in 5th grade, and I used to use the strategy guide that they were releasing week by week uh, to us, and I was the only kid in the neighborhood with Game Boy Power. What was it called? Nintendo Power. So what I used to do is I used to actually use the strategy guide in the new monsters to DM basically a LARP. We used to LARP Pokemon before it had even been released in the States, using the strategy guide. OG 151. Yeah, the original 151 Pokemon. I fell off after the sequel. I was too old by that point. I felt like I was too old to be playing that game. At that point, my brother played the sequel, and he didn't care for it very much, and I didn't like that it was new Pokemon. That's just the kind of kid that I was. And then I got back into it for Emerald. No, I played Emerald with my most recent ex. But what was the most recent one called? Sapphire? Is that right? No, it was a red color, I think. Anyway, I played that with her. With her is extremely relative. Are you fucking with me? Okay. Scarlet, maybe? Scarlet and Violet might be what they were called. I played those, and I think Emerald and Sapphire, maybe? I played those. Yeah, I fell out very quickly too, KJ. But my most recent ex was a big fan, so the two that they released most recently on Switch, I played those with her because I liked her a great deal. So I wanted to spend time doing things that she liked doing. Um, I would do it again, but I am homeless because it, if that was what she wanted, it wasn't what she actually wanted. Oh, come on now. Diddle diddle doo. But it's not her fault either. I was going to be homeless before I met her. She just didn't handle it well, okay. Stories from the flying ship. Yeah, basically. I'm trying to remember where the fuck I'm supposed to be going. I'm trying to remember where the hell this old man is. And I'm going to have to open the fucking map again. Thank you for understanding that is kind of what these streams are. It's just kind of story time. Well, fuck you, game. I was on the wrong corner of the map. Trying to figure out what the hell I'm trying to be doing right now. Alright, because I have ADHD, I'm going to talk about something other than what we're seeing right now. Speaking of, I was just talking about how who is this? This is Mr. S. I really appreciate that this game rewards engaging with the classes. What was I going to do? That. The jobs. Geomancer is fucking too sweet not to have. And you can just all stay like you are. Okay, as we were. I'm really growing to like this game a lot more than I did when I first started playing it. What the hell? I was just over here. I can fly over this without them shooting me down this time. I'm all triggered from last time I was here. Where in the name of God is that city? This is why you don't fly stoned, kids. Never remember where the hell anything is. I see you on the map. How do I get to you? Give me your secrets. There you are. Are you fucking with me now? Watch this not even be the spot. It's not the spot. It's a dungeon. Oh boy. I don't remember where Unai is. And which one is it going to put me in? Not the one I wanted. Can't land here. What have I done? Oh, thank God. That would have been hilarious. Okay, moving on. I gotta open the map again. What's his spot called? Amr? That's a town. Doga's Manor. Motherfucker, I was looking for that. How do you get in there? Do I just have the wrong ship? Do I have to go get the baby ship? I don't want the little ship. I like the big ship. The big ship looks cool. I've gotten lots of compliments for how big my ship is. If I could do a Donald Trump, I think I'm gonna have to go get the other ship. If I could do a Donald Trump impression, I would do it right there. Some say it's the biggest ship. I do. I have to go get the other ship. What a weird game. What a weird choice, game. That's a weird. That's a strange design choice to me. All right, we try. This isn't gonna work, but we're gonna try it one last time. Yeah. What a weird design choice. Okay, off we go. I know where the thing is now, at least. What a weird choice. But now that I know what I'm doing, let's see. Which one are you gonna put me in? Wrong one. I'm looking for I'm looking for Doga's Mansion. Ooh, this one is much faster. Whee! Which is down here. I gotta go up this pass. It's hard to control this. Yeah, I knew the name of the place I was going. I am just a big stupid idiot and was hoping it wasn't here, damn it. Mr. S, what were you thinking not having any mana because I made you change classes from a class with no mana, and also I forgot that you don't get full mana when you change classes because that would be cheating. What were you thinking? I will yell at you. Whee! Smurg is what these are called. I would ask if I got the orientation right for anybody on laptop. It wasn't anything I did, most certainly. I would ask whether YouTube got the orientation proper because they've got the chat working. Well, for now, well, it has been working. As far as I can tell, it's working. Thank you for those likes. Look at they got perfect. Thank you, KJ. The chat is working. I gotta wait for the chat to go away before I touch my controller, just in case, because sometimes it interacts with the chat and then the chat just breaks. But they got the chat working. They've got the screen orientation working properly. So just thank our overlords, YouTube. Also, I have news about monetization later. Welcome back, warriors. Unai and I have been busy preparing for your arrival. Whee! That was visually stimulating. I love this remaster, by the way. Doga's voice echoes down the hall. Make your way through the tunnel. Oh no, oh no. We await you at the end. The audio editing on this channel is absolutely incredible for free. Anyway, for those of you interested, as far as monetization, they literally changed my monetization requirements between yesterday when I looked and tonight when I looked. They have moved some things around, and no longer are super likes, community, and the other one. I can open a store now at 3,000 watch hours. Oh yeah, this is just a straight up D&D narrative for sure. Straight up. They're not even trying not to be D&D in these first three. Well, the second one less. These first 1 and 3. But the do this, go here, talk to that person, fight this. D&D setup is pretty prevalent throughout the first three. I don't need to go down those hallways. And then they change the requirements. For me, I don't know if it's for everyone, but for me, what they say my requirements are for turning ads, it's just ad revenue now on shorts and all of my videos. Turning on ads is 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs. So thank you guys. I'm gonna cross 3,000 watch hours by accident. Very little effort. Probably by the end of the week. So I really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. The super likes are what people, especially random passersby, want to hit. They want to hit the super like and move on with their lives. So you guys getting me to that so fast, so fast. Um, once you mobilized, once you knew what your goals were, is just really impressive. You hear stories about it, right? We've all heard the stories about just how quickly people can change lives. Like even in Breaking Bad, right? Like the son is trying to get Walter on GoFundMe because of how quickly uh, you guys can change lives. I don't know what to do about that, Eric. Who am I holding? Yeah, KJ, I remember that too. I remember playing 3. I grew up, like my dad owned 1. I'd never seen 2. I've never seen a cartridge for 2. And playing the fuck out of 3 and Mystic Quest and 7 coming out and being like, what? I remember being very confused about that, yeah. And then, god damn it, are you kidding me? Anyway, it does this and we just bitch about it because what can I do? Oh boy. I didn't realize they were paralyzed, so this is going to probably go badly. Oh, thank God. I just wanted the experience. And then, yeah, um, how was it? It was 2, 3, and 5, right, that didn't get released in the States. Those games rapidly became very popular. It took a while for me to get my hands on the re-releases, and then 3 didn't get a re-release for a really long time. They were really nervous about releasing 3 to the Western audience because it's got some balance issues. It's got some balance issues that if you aren't trying to exploit the game, if you're trying to play the game for spirit of, aren't balance issues. Yes, I have played Final Fantasy Tactics. I've never read a hitbox. Or I've never read a text box except those that I recorded for my other channel, Talking to the Future. So eventually I am going to play Final Fantasy Tactics for the channel. Um, but it's a talky game. It's a talky game, and it's grindy as fuck. So I haven't figured out whether I'm confident enough to blend those two things yet, and we're learning as I go along. But the answer is probably. I'll probably play it soon. A talky game. I used to video games. I have a real bad habit of just smashing X, not even realize I'm doing it. Get me through this dialogue scene. Grindy as fuck, but if you take the game as and play it with spirit of the game, it's very fun and very rewarding. It was designed to be played over the course of years. They really wanted you to devote hundreds of hours to that game. Because once you get the special named characters, the dungeons become trivial. The actual narrative, like the plot fights become trivial. They're so powerful. Some of them it's really hard to get, so it becomes worth really investing in that game. I just could not have cared less about a single one of those hitboxes. I was trying to smash stuff in turn-based combat. I prefer XCOM. I prefer enemy with enemy unknown. God damn it! All of my health, 2200 damage is more than any of us has. Why did you get to do that? And where are you, Doga and Unai? Why did you teleport me to another dungeon? I thought I was going to a harmless old man's house who lives with a bunch of fucking Moogles. The OG coms are brutal. I've never worked up the courage to try to play them, because I know how difficult they are. Or at least I know about the legends of how difficult they are. I say that I know how difficult they are, having never played them. Yeah, you're gonna die. This is gonna be a wipe. This is gonna go very, very badly. Oh, please just kill them, Nuestra. Please just kill them. Oh, God. Oh, thank you. Yay. Kyle. Kyle. Pal. I need you to be a lot more consistent in using that AoE ability, buddy. Wow. Why did this jump in difficulty so much? And what am I going to do about it? Because that's how these old games were, man. Difficulty spikes. I should have kept you in the classes you were before. This is not good. That's just a bunch of damn skeletons on the floor. Why did you bring me down here, Doga? Peyton? Does that say Peyton? That says Periton. Okay. I was like, hey, it's Eli's brother. Yikes. That wasn't 2200. I just had flashbacks to taking 2200. Yeah, so I have no idea what Final Fantasy Tactics is even about. I have no idea. I don't know what this game is about, to be honest with you. Never read a text box of this game either before I started recording it for the channel. What have you done to me, Doga? I can turn all of these combats off if I'm overwhelmed. But why? Why is this what you've done? I want to hold on to that. Mr. S, I made a mistake making you a red mage again. I make mistakes. Often. And that was one of them. Why? Alec, I need you to use your shield that you're not holding. I need you to take less damage. Oh my god. We are in serious trouble. I'm gonna have to cheat here in a second and start using ethers. Thank you for using the AoE one. Yep, that just happened. Great job. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. Oh, Alec. Thank you for taking the hit anyway. Please end this, Kyle. Please? Please end this. Why is this suddenly so powerful? Like, why is this suddenly such a higher level than where I was? Ay, ay, ay. I have made a mistake. You go back to... No. This. Yes. Yeah, I'm not being good at math. Either. Because I'm gonna do this. And... this. Why? 2 Aegis shields would be hilarious to see in real life. Shining curtains? Those sound like something that the alchemist would really like me to be using. Try this again. Oh my goodness. That was not better than what you were doing before. Okay, well that was really nice. That's much better as far as damage received. My goodness. I don't know if dual wielding shields is cheating or not, but we're doing it. I wonder if Captain America ever dual wielded his shield. Got into like a multiverse situation. I don't remember why I opened this. I opened it for a reason. I don't remember what it was. This is not the class. You're not doing anything for damage. I wanted you to do AoE though. I don't know that I even have bard skills. I know I don't have any bard spells. I haven't bought any. Alright, that's it. We're just gonna give you a bullshit job and hope for the best. Moving on. Okay, guys. You're very loud out there. Freaking me out. Don't love that. Oh. Maybe I should have been using the monk this whole time. Well, not the whole time. I had to use the Dark Knights for that last dungeon, but the whole time I was in here. Sure. Alright, thank you guys for still being here, by the way. I'm starting to get quiet between things happening because I'm starting to get tired, which is the point of this stream. So when I know I'm tired because I've been quiet for long stretches or because I'm just talking about nothing and stringing it all together into one long uh, rambling train of thought, I'll find a suitable time to end it. But for now, I'm just enjoying this dungeon and listening to the critters walk around outside my tent. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. Noise. T-Rain. That's such a cool attack. I like that a great deal. How are you doing, Maestra? 96? I shouldn't have used that elixir on you. I should have made you a red mage and then used that elixir on you. But hopefully, thank fuck. Doga is in a different outfit. You made it. We're about to complete the Eureka Key, but first you must defeat both Unai and me in battle. Oh no! That's right. Think you can handle us? No, I didn't prepare for this. What? Why do we have to fight you? Listen well. Long ago, mankind came into possession of weapons far too powerful for them to wield. They were sealed away in Eureka, but now they are necessary. In order to go to Eureka, you need the key. But to create this key, we need massive amounts of energy. Energy we can only produce in battle. No, Doga, Unai, there has to be another way. We can't fight you. You're our friends. Innocent fools. If you will not attack me, then I will take the initiative. Prepare yourselves. Doga attacks. Oh no. You may remember that I was telling you I think these are the heroes of darkness from the previous timeline. Previous timeline's probably not the way to say it, but that's how I said it. Cope. La dee 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 dee. You're gonna boost and you're using T-Rain. Now, actually focus on Alec. Oh, that's gonna do. That's not bad. Yes. Whoop ass. I forgot what I was doing for a second here. What if I... No, don't do what you're thinking. Wowzers. That's good news. That's what I wanted to see, actually. Kill him. Doga, you don't look anything like your sprite. What is going on, actually, with this? What the fuck am I killing? It's like a psychedelic purple thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be. God damn it. It should actually be alright. I should be able to raise him. Maybe not, but I'll just boost again anyway. I might be able to... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Skadoosh! That's going to do like 1,500 damage, of course. Why are you the way you are, Doga? Now this fight is just going to be me trying to get them alive so that they don't get no experience for the fight. While also trying to end this fight without actually wiping. Why are you the way you are, Doga? What? The draw is working. That's rough. That he can ignore the draw attack situation here. But I have Curaja, Cure 4, sir. Cope. I only have one more of them, though. So be gentle. Okay. Punch him in the face with shields. That's gonna work. I forgot I had him in with shields. Please. Please, Doga. Stop doing what you're doing. This is unnecessary. I didn't want to beat this game anyway. No. Wait. This might be necessary. But you don't need this much health. Oh, thank God. Well, if I was right, and those were the heroes of light from the previous age, we're more powerful than they are. Well, than he was. Please don't die, Doga. Next, you'll face me. Are you ready? No, I don't. We don't want to fight you. Now is not the time for chit-chat. Don't worry. Even if our bodies perish, our spirits can't be destroyed. Now fight me. Okay, now you look like a thing that I can recognize, but I don't want to fight you. Please hit Alec. Like, actually... Nah, that's good. Why don't you just blast Kyle right in the beginning of the fight? Just blast him dead. That's what I wanted you to do. That's cool. How many of these do I have? One of these remaining. So maybe don't do that. Maybe what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to do this. Okay, and then we're going to give you a Phoenix down, and you're going to punchy punches that in the head. Stay with me, Kyle. What is this? Protect. is unacceptable to me. Stay with me, Kyle. Or shoot Kyle in the face immediately. Why are we picking on Kyle? Why are we wasting my MP? Why Kyle? Why does this happen every time? Thank you for attacking before I brought him back. Fwing! It's just hilarious how often Kyle spends unconscious during boss fights. It happens in all three of the Final Fantasies that I've named him in. Why did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. I knew better, and I did it anyway. It's not bad damage. Please survive this. Yikes. No. Just keep it up, Kyle. Keep doing what you're doing. Should have just... Never mind. I'm not saying it. We've already done that trick once. And I don't have the spears for it anyway. Please. Let that be a reasonable amount of damage. I feel like I've only got 3 more turns. If I can survive 3 more turns of damage, I feel like we've got this, Unai. Fwing! Oh, Kira heals for a lot more than I thought. Glad that I chose to do that in the way that I did. Bow, bow, got you. You fucker, I think I've got you. Punch you in the face and terrain. Shaka, 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 ow! Yes! I feel good about that one. I feel much better about that one. See, I am good at this game. I don't mean that. 98, thank you for not hitting 99 quite yet, Maestra. I'm not ready for that elixir to have been a waste. Doga Unai! Now the Eureka key is complete. Take it with you. Received Eureka key. Doga, no! Don't fret, my spirit will live on no matter what state my body is in. It is up to you now. Go to Circus Tower, beyond the statues. Zandy is attempting to call forth darkness into this world. He must be stopped. You must get to Circus Tower to enter Eureka. Here, take this. It's the circus key. You'll need this to open the door to the tower. You are not alone. We will continue to watch over you. Please, stop Zandy. Unai! Circus key. Neat. Oh yes I can. I forgot I could do this. Because they're not where they're supposed to be. Bingo! Yay! I bought so many of these and then forgot about them. Okay, Doga's manor. So Doga's dead. What can I steal? Nothing. Lame. I'm confused. I feel like I'm missing jobs. Anyway. I'm gonna have to Google that, maybe. I think I'm missing jobs. Like the ninja is a job that I'm supposed to have. So, somebody mentioned it, so maybe I have to find it. Maybe I have to beat that guy that's under the castle still. I should actually do that. because I shouldn't end the stream so soon, but also the chat seems to be broken. Um, that's probably my fault as much as anything for fiddling with it. And I'm tired. It's Sunday, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna go find a town to rest at, and then I'm gonna do my thank yous and my good nights. Because the next thing that's coming up is either um, I got to run around and do a bunch of optional stuff that I haven't figured out how to get to yet, or the final dungeon. And the final dungeon is like 3 consecutive final dungeons. It's a real piece of work. And I know I'm not going to be able to do all of it tonight. So let's find a place. That's not what I meant to do. Let's find a place to rest. And while I'm doing it, I very humbly from the bottom of my heart, want to thank you guys so much um, for this is for so much. There's so much I want to thank you for, um, and finding the words and repeating them so many times throughout the day makes me feel kind of dumb, like you guys don't know that I feel this gratitude. So thank you for everything, for Mr. S and for Alec and for everyone else that has donated. I'm not going to be able to get all of your names. Uh, thank you. This is for you, and that you want to be here to support it means a lot. I spent a lot of the last 10 months very angry and pushing people away to find the right ones. And instead, you guys have found me. And many of you have told me you just found me doom scrolling, so thank you for giving me a chance. That's all I ever asked for, is just a chance. And you guys have been here for me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night. Take care of yourselves, and you'll hear from me bright and early